other movie, comic, and TV announcements coming out of D23, which is Disney's big palooza, and let's face it, they own everything, we thought it would be a good idea to look at some of the worst game tie-ins from either movies, comics, or TVs. TVs. All right, I'll go first. I'm going to go first. We remember, everyone knows about Street Fighter and Street Fighter 2 and that
I'm aware
brilliant legacy. One of my favourite games of all time. Fantastic series. There was a movie that came out called Street Fighter the Movie.
Yeah.
We did
live action.
Yeah, we did a direct
Kylie Minogue.
Kylie Minogue, Jean-Claude Van Damme. They had an
Best
affair.
actor was Zangief.
He was the greatest.
Excellent.
He was clearly the best actor.
What you may not know was that there was a game based on that movie, which is based on the game, and it was called Street Fighter the Movie the Game.
Beautiful.
And you can see it here. What it is,
Are
really
they
poor
shots from the film?
No, they're digitized characters. They've tried to cash in on Mortal Kombat 2 hysteria, which was...
It's so weird that it's like a Mortal Kombat style game done for Street Fighter.
Yeah, and...
So blasphemous.
You just look at the frame rates of the characters when they move. It's horrendous. We saw just before the Ryu character doing the spinning bird kick... Not spinning bird kick, the hurricane kick. And it was just literally swapping a picture left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. It is a rubbish game. Absolute tosh.
Considering, like, it's based on one of the best games as well.
Yeah, absolute tosh.
This is like the Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero to Street Fighter.
Oh, have you played that Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero game?
Is that right?
No, that's worse. Do you regularly do streams at this time? Yes, Necromander.
Yes, we do. And
We
also,
do.
And on Sundays as well.
Sundays, Dan, you do Twitch streams, live streams, and then every fortnight we do a huge show wrap-up where we talk about news and topics.
Yep.
But back onto our topic.
And it was Michael Jackson's birthday yesterday, apparently. If he was alive, but he's not because he's dead.
Yep. Dan, next one.
Catwoman.
That classic film.
PS2?
Yeah, I think so. And
PS2.
GameCube.
GameCube. I think actually this was GameCube.
Really?
Not sure.
Kick the guard into the
It was
dumpster.
definitely the PS2.
This game's rubbish. Like, look at it. Look, what's she doing? Like, what even happened then?
She kicked him into the dumpster.
What is she doing?
Why is she running around like a cat when, like, the
Well,
human body isn't designed to do that unless she's been genetically modified? But look at the graphics here. It's just tissue box houses
This is rough.
trapping you into a spot, and look at those physics. His foot's gone through the box. Oh, yeah, bad game. Did you play
Necromander's watching this on his Switch.
this? Yeah,
I love that.
awesome. This
Yeah,
is on
yeah.
the Switch.
We're on the Switch.
Oh man,
Oh,
my
wait.
dreams have come true.
Postage stamp, us in the corner.
Okay, next game, Charlie's Angels. Now, this was based off the second...
This is a stinker.
this game. So the actresses have lent their
You
likenesses.
can tell that it looks like them though.
Yeah, well, that's Bernie Mac there, obviously. And Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, and Drew Barrymore do look somewhat like.
If you squint,
Yeah, kind
If you
of.
squint and become hideously racist.
Oh, damn.
Look at Cameron Diaz.
Watch her eyes here. Watch her
Yeah, yeah.
eyes. She looks back, and if you watch her eyes,
They
like,
just
the
go,
pupils
"Oh."
stay there.
They're like Pennywise. Is moving around. Anyhow,
Look at him move.
we need it right there.
I'll go to some gameplay.
Yeah,
so-
next-
All right, go to some gameplay. Interesting.
What?
For the Patreon, for the podcast listeners, Cameron Diaz, or digitized Cameron Diaz, is running around in a two-piece bikini.
Oh no, it's the other girl now.
That's Lucy Liu, and they're fighting in digitized
my
bikinis.
God.
She's trapped behind a box. Now, one of the things that was really awful about this game was it was filled with invisible walls preventing players from accessing unfinished areas of the game. Like, I don't even think this game was finished. And instead of like letting you go to certain places,
Yeah,
instead
float.
of finishing it, they just put an invisible wall there. And look how she moves. Like, there's no movement, and why are the construction guys trying to beat her up?
Because she's naked on their turf. Like, obviously.
Oh man, this game.
Mate, this game could be okay if they had clothes on.
No,
Like, there's no reason for them to be naked here. Like,
no.
it's a bit rough, eh?
Yep.
Because this is the scene, this cuts straight from the other one.
Oh gosh. Can we go to the next game? I'm going to take the next game.
Yeah.
What's the next game?
Next game is based on my favourite movie of all time, Back to the Future.
AKA Paperboy.
Now, this came out on the Nintendo Entertainment System, and in it you play Marty McFly, who has to dodge hula hoop girls, collect clocks for some reason, and stay away from oil puddles in the street.
When did Marty McFly ever wear a sleeveless black t-shirt?
That was just my thought.
He looks more like Biff here.
Yeah. And you get a skateboard in it at some point. I think there was... can we go to the ending? I reckon there's a ending where you're in the DeLorean trying to get back to the future.
Have a look.
If we skip forward...
Oh, there was a hoverboard there.
Yeah, there's a hover... No, it's a skateboard.
There's a skateboard.
Because it's the first one. Here we go. So here you are going down the street trying to get to the clock tower so you can go back to the future.
So much lightning. I
And
should have
there's-
just used that.
Lightning just crashing down. You have to dodge it. I don't know what it is. It is...
Congratulations, Marty. You've made it back. It's all the time travel is behind you now. All your time travel.
That's
Maybe.
it. That's the ending. You
go
get a
back more.
single
I'll
text.
go back to like the bit where he's running around, Brayden.
There's also a
So
part...
this is just Paperboy. Has
Yeah.
anyone noticed that?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
why is he collecting clocks?
Because time, man. That's how you time travel. You need all the clocks, the
I
alarm
suppose-
clocks.
Yeah, the more time that you accumulate, the more.
There's also a scene where he goes into the bar, obviously to meet George McFly or whatnot, but for whatever reason, the bartender is just throwing stuff at him. And he walks in the door,
'Cause he's not-
and the bartender throws it, and if you don't dodge it in time, it hits you and you die.
It's because you don't have any sleeves on. In the 1980. No, when did they go back to? 85?
85. They went back to 1955. They were from
1955. You can't walk around.
85. This guy's walking with a plane.
They collect it. He's collecting the
No,
people.
he's killing them with whatever.
Kindness. Yeah, that's.
Sewage bins.
Oh, this
that's
is the
rough.
best one. This should have been number one, but
All right, well, it's not in any order, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
you
true.
go, Dan.
Superman 64.
Oof.
This game. There is a bit. There is a. So this game is a stinker.
Yeah.
It's broken. It's glitched out. I think in level, in level 1 or whatever, if you
If you miss
if you
ring.
pick up a car, you can't. There's no button to put it down.
Mm.
You just can't. You can never put it down again. Like
Yeah.
you just got it forever.
Yep.
Did you know though? I did a little research on this one. The year this came out, this was the highest selling Nintendo 64 game.
Yeah, because it was so hyped, and then people went, "Oh no, it's really, really glitchy." Oh, this is all the glitches. So he's just crashed into the wall there. Brandon, if you skip forward, there's a part where him carrying a box. So the story here is Lex Luthor's
No,
kidnapped
this
you.
isn't the glitch count one. There's another one after it, isn't it? Right?
Oh, is there a second one? Oh, this was sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
here
you go.
it is. The car.
Here's the car.
Can't put it down. Lex
You
wins.
Lex wins, and you'll notice green mist everywhere. The green mist was there because that was
Terrigen.
Lex Luthor poisoning everyone, and it was just it was just an excuse for them not to do backgrounds or not program backgrounds in. Look at it! Look at that car go. It's just floating now.
I think if you go to the next clip, Brayden, there's two Superman
Yo,
clips. I've
there
got it
it
there
is.
with the box.
Here it is, the box. You
Like-
pick up a box, you walk out the door, and the box stays there.
Amazing.
This was a full game. This was a game you can buy now in secondhand markets. You can play this game on your 64. It is absolute turd, rubbish, dumpster fire trash. Oh, man. What a horrible, horrible thing. And, you know, it's fairly indicative of the character of Superman because he's rubbish.
There we go. I'm just going to mention as well, we could have put E.T. on this list,
No.
but I didn't because it's not a bad game.
No, it's not.
It just got a bad rap it just got a bad rap for some reason.
Yeah.
And if you watch that doc on it, all the dudes are like, it's not even bad.
Yeah,
Why is
Steven
everyone-
Spielberg played it and signed off on it.
Yeah, it's fine.
And
So-
the guy only had like 7 weeks to develop it.
Mm.
He didn't sleep for 7 weeks.
So no. So that didn't make the list because that's just an internet rumor of a bad game.
Yeah, exactly.
Because half the people in the world haven't played it.
Yep, I've got that game, by the way. Got a cart sitting on my shelf. All right, you want to do Total Recall? I'll do Total Recall. You can do your pick.
Total Recall.
Total Recall. Here we go. It's your standard awful side-scroller of a Nintendo Entertainment System game. Yeah, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger there in the green top, as he was in the the
Did he have a
Total
green
Recall.
top? No.
No, not at all.
No, it's a green jumpsuit.
Now, when he dies, which is coming up very, very soon. Yep, here we go. So he's just died there. Here we go. Arnie pops up and says, "I'll be back."
Does he say it in audio?
Oh, he goes, and then when you're
Cinema 3.
when you lose all your lives and it's game over, Arnie pops up again and it says, your game has been terminated. You know, like in that really famous film he was in,
So they've
that
just,
has nothing to do with Total Recall.
they've just riffed on it.
Yeah. This guy's popping out
He
of
does
bins.
say, "I'll be back in Total Recall." Oh no, that's the Running Man.
Yeah, and that's a direct call, whereas this is not. So yeah, bit of a rubbish game. And there were a lot of these awful movie tie-in games on the NES.
What was it? What's that company with the rainbow that does them all? Like,
Sun.
yeah, it was like letters. Yeah. But they were synonymous with making movie tie-in crapness.
And it was just pump them out to tie in with the movie.
It's kind of what they do now.
Yep. No, there's not been a lot of movie tie-ins lately. The last one I can think of is the Mummy Demastered, which was to tie in with the awful Tom Hanks movie. Not Tom Hanks. Who's the other Tom? Tom Cruise. The Tom Cruise Mummy movie. They made a demake of
Yes,
the Mummy,
they did,
and it was
yeah.
actually a really good game and a
the
lot
movie
more
was
high
rubbish.
price than the.
I stopped watching it.
I
Because
didn't even start.
that Tom Cruise Mummy movie was going to be a 3-part one. They were going to do like the Wolfman and
the whole Marvel universe.
no, they were going but they were going to do all the monsters. So the Mummy,
Yeah.
the Vampire, the Wolfman, and then that first one was so donkey that they just went nah.
Nah. All right, last one, Dan.
Last one,
Yours.
cool
Your
spot.
pick.
Now, this wasn't the worst game ever, but I just found this one to be a weird tie-in because this is a tie-in with 7-Up. This is a 7-Up game. So, Cool Spot is a 7-Up mascot. So, 7-Up as in the drink, the lemonade.
Yep.
Was it lemonade?
Yeah, it was lemonade.
But before they made the Cool Spot game, 7-Up also brought out the Fido Dido games. Remember Fido Dido?
I do. He was like that squiggle guy with the
Yeah, he was
penises
also
for
a
hair.
7-Up mascot. And they did it, but it never got released on the Mega Drive. It was the same era, and I don't understand why that happened. But yeah, to me, there's like the idea that soda drinks, fizzy drinks are making games.
But that's not or necessarily unheard of. McDonald's had games come out. They also had games for, I think, Burger King. and all
Global
this-
Gladiators, I believe one was called.
Yeah, so it's like they will try and find ways to cash in. I mean, you had the Flintstones games, which I held very dear to my heart.
Yeah, but they wasn't a cartoon, which makes sense. Like drink.
Well, you know, you got to try and warp the kids' minds somehow, don't you? Anyway, so there are weird tie-in games.
I mean, there's a million more.
Yep.
But we're not going to get into them.
No, we need content for future episodes.
If you can think of any other ones, pop them down in the chat right now or
Yes.
whatever, and we'll mention them as we go through the show. But yeah,
If you know of any bad movie tie-in games, yeah, put them in the chat. We'll have a look and read them and go, wow, we didn't think of that.